What is going on, everybody? The world's a better place because you're here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It's a brand new week, and let's talk about what was trending over the weekend. And let's kick this off and give you a bunch of smiles, a bunch of great feelings, and hopefully you'll learn something or two. So here's another tweet cap. Let's talk about the biggest trending stories over the past weekend across sports, news, entertainment, and culture. From Taylor Swift, Ayesha Curry, artificial intelligence, Mark Sanchez is in trouble. Some might turn pretty. And we're introducing a new segment that we will do for a long time, including our regular nuclear opinions and questions of the day. So before we do all of that, I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding this show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at ProcAvoPod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations, on Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, don't you forget to check out our presenting sponsor, Magic Mind. Magic Mind, the world's first productivity shop. And if you're like me, who has a lot going on in his life, from friends, family, trying to keep a social life, and all of that, sometimes coffee isn't enough, but Magic Mind definitely is. And it's packed with matcha, adaptogens, nootropics, and all natural ingredients that keep you focused, calm, and in the zone without the crash. And I've been using it myself for a long time, and it's been a total game changer for staying sharp, especially on these long days of ours. So if you want to be like me, tall, dark, handsome, affluent, intelligent, and on his way to great things, I want you to be on your way to great things too. So go to magicmind.com/PCJune for 40% off your first subscription or 20% off your first one-time purchase. That is magicmind.com/PCJune for 40% off your first subscription or 20% off your first one-time purchase. Magic Mind, reclaim your brain. So yes, we're about to recap what took place over the past week and all the big trending stories, and we're about to head into another busy week where we have tweet caps on this Tuesday and Friday. This would be Friday the 10th as we recap what will be trending in the days to come. And then we also have instant reactions to Yankee playoff games. Definitely a game 3 instant reaction, Blue Jays and Yankees. That'll be on Tuesday night, immediately after the Yankee game. And if necessary, we will do the same thing for Wednesday night after the Yankee game. And if necessary after that, game 5, Friday night, instant reaction, Yankees and Blue Jays. So check out what we have there. Check out me and Ryan's conversation recapping college football, week 6 review of the college football season, and check out what I have to say regarding the National Football League and NFL week 5 recap. Also available on all podcast platforms and YouTube. So having said all that, let's talk about what was trending. It's me, Ryan, Allison, and Jose. I'm so happy to see the three of you as always.
How's it going, everybody? Happy to be here. And yeah, definitely listen to the just all of the football content we did over the weekend. There's a lot out there. So we're happy everybody's listening and enjoying so far.
Cheers to that. And good stuff, everybody else. So let's begin our conversations once and for all. Let's start with this. One of our favorites of all time. We got the great Taylor Swift back in our lives. Her highly anticipated album was released to the masses. Let's go through that. That is, what's the name of her album? The Life of
Life of a
Pablo?
Showgirl.
The
The
Life of a
life of
Showgirl.
Pablo.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Taylor Swift, The Life of a Showgirl, has been released, and it has drawn mixed to moderately positive reviews. Again, that is mixed to moderately positive reviews. And it does have people split. Many reviewers applaud the album for the playful, upbeat production and catchy pop sensibility. Many reviewers applaud the playful, upbeat production and catchy pop sensibility. Some highlight strong moments of lyrical clarity and emotional expressiveness, particularly in quieter or more intimate tracks. Again, some highlight strong moments of lyrical clarity and emotional expressiveness, particularly in quieter or more intimate tracks. Critics have also noted that Swift has reunited with longtime hitmakers Max Martin and Shellback, which gives the album a familiar yet polished pop sound. Several reviewers see it as a return to a brighter, more optimistic tone, especially compared to her more introspective work recently. Some outlets, including Rolling Stone, gave it high marks, celebrating it as a strong addition to her catalog. On the contrary, a recurring critique is that the album lacks innovation. Many songs feel stylistically familiar or safe rather than pushing new creative boundaries. Some critics find weak or off kilter lyrics on certain tracks, describing moments of cringe or tonal inconsistency. A few reviews suggest that the album may feel overworked or fatigued in some places, as if Taylor was stretching to meet expectations. Some feel there aren't enough standout hits or hook laden tracks that match her best work. And that's what we have there as a consensus. Specifically, some of the bigger outlets from Pitchfork. Pitchfork said the album is, quote, often feels derivative, sampling famous musical motifs, the production's predictability and lack of evolution. It has the production's predicting and lack of evolution are its major drawbacks. Though Swift lyrical skills is still there, and star power helps carry many moments. The Guardian was also more critical. They called it, quote, dull, razzle dazzle, beautiful in parts, but overall underwhelming with moments that feel inert rather than electrifying. Newsweek gave it a more balanced review. It calls the reviews, quote, somewhat mixed, citing Rolling Stone's 5-star praise on one hand and the Financial Times critique that it lacks sparkle on the other. Album of the Year collects various ratings. Their scores range from up to 50 to up to 70, with the consensus saying it's, quote, good entertainment, but questioning deeper artistic impact. Rolling Stone's broad coverage emphasized that the Showgirl album leans on, quote, big, glossy pop production. Swift's storytelling and instincts still remain sharp. And Pitchfork's 5 Takeaways notes that the album can be seen as a victory lap, not necessarily revolutionary, but confidently consolidating Swift's strengths and cultural influence. All right, so there you have it. Truly a mixed response, I feel, at least from the professionals. And I've also heard mixed responses from the Swifties and other non-professionals. But those who listen to the album or those who have something to say about Taylor Swift's new album, I would love to hear it. I listened to the album. I thought it was fine. I didn't find it anything spectacular, not that memorable, but I'm also not the target demo. I will acknowledge that. But I didn't think it was terrible, and I've heard terrible music, but that wasn't terrible.
So I would say to the Guardian, I just this that was interesting. I've not read their review. First and foremost, Lil Razzle Dazzle never hurt nobody, right? So I'll put that out there.
I think that was the
I
whole point of it too.
I like most, if not all, boyfriends and husbands and fiancés out there had to listen to this entire album this weekend. So I've heard the whole thing multiple times, and like Matt, my overall view was, it was fine. What's it called? The Opalite song. That one's
Yeah.
kind of catching up. Like that's catching on a little bit on social media. So I'm thinking that's probably the one that's going to end up getting solo airplay. I will say to the tonal dissonance crowd who didn't like it, to their point, Father Figure is the worst song she's ever released. I thought that that was just a meandering mess. Made only worse by immediately preceding the eldest daughter song, which is just the opposite of Father Figure. Everything she says in that one song, she says, that's all fake in the next one. So I do think that those are probably the two weakest tracks in terms of A, being placed next to each other, and B, just musically. But yeah, I thought it was fine. I don't really understand why everybody's mad. Like anyone with a I mean, it's horrible to say, obviously, think what you want. But like, if you have a strong negative opinion on this album, I'm like, what's going on? You all right? Because it's not that serious. She got a song about her husband's. It's not serious. None of this is all that serious. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe folks convinced themselves that she was like some sort of like chronicler of I don't know, womanhood and American life, and actually she's just a pop star. Um, and people now are remembering that. I don't know. I don't know what the negative, like the truly negative reaction is. Not the folks who are like, it wasn't for me. That makes sense. Good on you. The people who are like, this is horrible, or what happened to this Taylor? Like, take a deep breath. I don't know why you're so upset. The Standard, their critical review was a little unhinged. I'm not gonna lie to you. They didn't like it. Um, Likewise, so was Rolling Stones. Wasn't that good? 100 out of 100. That's unhinged.
That's better than the
So
Beatles, according to them.
right, yeah, no. So I mean, the pro Swiftie crowd maintains their undefeated streak of being, overzealous, but now, perhaps because there's mixed reviews, the other side is equally as overzealous because they are former Swifties who feel somehow this album about how much fun she's having is an affront to them. So yeah, that's my review. Listen to it. If you like it, good. It's fun. If it's not for you, well, you'd listen to something different, I guess.
Right? Like you don't have to listen to it. I think my favorite thing is seeing all the girls on TikTok who are like, this is the same girl that wrote the Torture Poets Department, and they're like using the song. And I'm like, you're like literally using the song and like playing it more and more. It's just like it makes no
Well, yeah,
sense to
that's
me
for
at all.
algorithm reasons, though. You can't let the fact that you don't like a song ruin the algorithm. The Taylor Swift's got a new album. Those songs are gonna get picked up. You got to use them if you want people to pay attention. So.
But why the strong reaction either way? Is it because of obviously her strong popularity? Because she is put on such a pedestal that she really has to make perfect music now moving forward? Where
I
you have
No,
the
mean,
I mean,
NFL and all these corporations bowing down to her and everything.
no, I mean, one, NFL's not bowing down to her, but
Oh,
two,
shut up. Yes, they are. They were definitely
bowing
bowing down.
down to her
Yes,
implies
putting
that it's
then
her.
yes, they were doing everything she can to help her promote her album and everything.
Oh, sure, but that's not bowing down to her. She didn't ask them to do any of that. They chose to do it because
yeah.
she's dating a football player. But anyway, not the point. Point is,
We'll
I,
agree to
I, I
disagree,
think
but okay.
I think the right anyway, I think the right answer is I don't know, some combination of I don't want to claim like something really bad, but like the overzealousness of her fans, I think, is just what's happened here. The same fan. I mean, and don't get me wrong, the overzealousness of her haters is equally as strong. I don't know why she's polarizing. I mean, we just had an exchange that was frankly very clearly polarized. You know what I mean? So I don't know why people hate her the way that they do. I don't know why people love her the way that they do. None of it makes any sense. But I do think that the reaction is in line with that. I think the only thing that's maybe a little different is it seems like this time some people who would have responded positively responded negatively. And I don't even know how many people are that people because there's plenty of people who will always hate it, right? Like you got the people who will always shit on it because they've never liked her. You got the people who would defend it if she just burped into a microphone because they're in love with her. So those people are not saying anything differently. They always say what they're gonna say. There seems to be a smaller group of people who previously liked her work who for some reason don't like this one, and I think that one's probably just preference. You know what I mean? And because they exist, the group of people who tries to make her out to be this, monster, this person who's feminizing the entire world, this person who's destroying everything we love, those guys, mostly guys and girls to some extent, they're the ones who are really pushing the bad narrative, as they always do. But now there's just a couple of new people who are like, yeah, I didn't really like it that much either, to add some credibility to the unhinged hate that was going to come regardless of what the album did. That's kind of my thought. And then obviously the unhinged love, that's always there. So that's not new. I think it's just there's like a tiny group who shifted over from, I kind of like Taylor Swift too. I wasn't feeling this album. A totally normal thing to do, by the way. And then the freakazoids on either side lost their minds because that happened.
But yeah, and also just the overzealousness too. I mean, with the Rolling Stone, are 10
Yeah.
out of 10. I mean, the number one comment is true. As someone with ears who listen to the same album, you have absolutely no integrity as a music journalism publication anymore. And that's what basically Hollywood said. All right, Jose, you're about to say something?
I was going to ask Ryan, do you know what that small group that turned on her?
Do I know them? No, I don't.
No, do you know what could it be? What's that small group?
Well, my initial thought is they
Probably
like the
Charlie
sadder stuff.
XCX people.
No, I don't think anybody gave a shit about that. I mean, that was funny, right? That was a funny little shout out.
I think we all have just very different. Like my whole entire feed is like either like people going against because they're Charlie fans versus Taylor fans, or someone's calling her a racist, or
all that stuff.
Like that's literally
insane.
All my
I don't understand how people did that. This is like that damn Gene commercial all over again.
Yeah, they're saying because she wanted to like make the block with like Travis's kids. Essentially, she's like pushing and pursuing like traditional motherhood tendencies. There's like a whole thing on it. It's literally, I've seen so many theories and so much stuff where I'm like, y'all are just reaching at this point, and it's just unhinged, really ridiculous.
Go touch grass. I mean, you can want to have a family. That's just an insane way to be. Oh, you can't want to have a family. What the hell was wrong with you? But to answer your question, Jose, I think it's probably people who just like the sadder stuff. Like her last few albums were very kind of melancholy and sad.
That's where I was going at. I totally agree. I think it's those desperate single bitches that can't get laid for shit.
Well, I wasn't going to make it.
Well, they're the ones that sit home with their pet and listen to Taylor Swift till they want to go to sleep. And now she's happy-go-lucky. The whole mood changed. The whole vibe changed. And you get this Taylor Swift, and they're all just fucking hating because now it's happy-go-lucky. I'm getting married, Taylor, not sad and depressed and going through life like a normal girl. Because at those times, she was just a normal girl. You can relate. That was one of those things that made those girls love Taylor Swift. She's one of them. You felt like one of them. Now you can't. Now she's dating the football star.
A lot of people are married happily, Jose. There's plenty of people who can relate to her.
Listen, not that part. I get that part. I'm talking about when those married girls thought about their teenage years too, where they were going through the drama and shit.
Yeah.
She's in a whole new phase of her life. Now went from the quiet girl that would sit at home writing her book, blah, blah, blah. Now she's dating the captain of the football team. Now she's marrying the captain of the football team.
Mm-hmm.
Those girls that we thought, like, oh, she's just like me, can't relate to that anymore. Can't relate to her anymore. So this whole album is a total flip.
But what about like Shake It Off and stuff? That's old. She was happy in that.
Yeah, but you'll get one in the blue moon. But it's the whole album. It's like the Shake It Off is like a single, and then
but 1989 was mostly happy, if I remember. I don't remember it entirely, but
I'm saying right. It's happy-go-lucky, but she was still single where you relate to her.
Oh, gotcha.
It's different now where she's in a whole different phase, and those same girls that either are still struggling to get to where she was at in that phase, finding that someone, blah blah blah, or you just can't relate to no more. So honestly, you have that small contingency that just like, you know what, I don't like this album. And though usually how it always is, there's always that small contingency group always bark the loudest. And you're gonna have all the Taylor Swift haters like myself gonna go sit there rah with them, not listen or giving this goddamn album a chance.
Well, yeah, I do think most of the negative is coming from that second group, using the first group as justification for being loud and obnoxious about what is essentially 8 pop songs or whatever. It's 8, right? Doesn't matter.
Right, whatever it is.
But
you also have to realize, think of it. She's the number one pop star. She's the king of the mountain.
Yeah.
Name me a person that was king of the mountain that doesn't go through some bullshit towards the end. They always crash.
No, you can't be that high up that long. Eventually, you come down a little bit.
So let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. They just got a border point. Sorry, Jose, you were saying?
No. This is probably where it's like Timber. She's about to start. She's about to be pegged off.
I mean, she's gonna take a break after this anyway.
This girl wrote an album on the biggest worldwide tour. Like, doing a bunch of other things. Like, you can't even like at least give her some credit.
we're not saying she's not. I mean, we're not
No
saying
one
she
said she
don't
wasn't
get the
talented,
credit.
but she is going to
Nobody's
take a
saying that.
break.
But she also realized Michael Jackson went through the same bullshit. #1 tour, blah blah blah, and he still fell. They all fall. Eventually, she's going to fall. She'll get married. Her albums, the songs she's going to start writing is going to be totally different from what you're used to, and you already see it now. It's just not vibing with a lot of them, especially Swifties that were all up in her knapsack are starting to turn on her. Is just going to continue that trend's always going to continue.
I mean, yeah, it's famous cyclical. She talks about it in her music. It's also just factually true. She's about to be in a down period anyway, because I think she's probably not going to do anything. So it makes sense that people are,
Mm-hmm.
you're on the wane. It
Time
could
to
come
just
back
take
at
a
any time.
break.
Yeah, that's what celebrity is. Sometimes you catch fire, you get hot. Sometimes you're cold.
Yeah, but
Except
She's been cold before.
she'll never get as hot as she once was, like
I don't think
the
anybody
last few
will.
years.
Yeah, I mean that
except
feels
Timothy
almost impossible.
Chalamet. There's nothing he could do wrong.
Yeah.
His
Ever
Marty
s-
Supreme is going to have a secret screening tonight at the
Is it?
New York International Film Festival.
If I'm the Rock, sorry not to jump in about
Mhm.
Marty Supreme. If Marty Supreme opens that more than my Smashing Machine did,
No. It's just a screening. It's not the. It's still
but I'm
opening
just
on
saying
Christmas.
in the future, like come Christmas, if that movie opens higher than my movie, I might actually challenge Timothy
Ryan,
Chalamet to a fight if I'm the Rock. I'm being
oh,
so serious
it's a
because
That was a
it's
bad
about
weekend for
ping
him.
pong.
it's
He
a
plays
Christmas
ping pong in
movie.
like World War II. What are we doing?
Yeah, but you're picking the perfect weekend. Rock picked this shitty weekend. The fucking October, it's Halloween movies. Everybody knows that. Fucking
Halloween movie.
Halloween movies are always gonna be #1 or some kids movie. Always gonna be #1. You picked the wrong fucking time to put the Smash Machine. They barely did any press. No offense to Mike Kerr, whatever his fucking name is.
Mark Kerr.
Mark Kerr. Nobody knows who the fuck he is. Unless you're a true NBA fan, you give two shits. He's
And
not
even
even
you
in
don't
the
know
true.
who he
I'm
is,
just saying.
Jose.
I barely know him. I had to look him up for a few times to know that he's a fucking crackhead.
But you're gonna
I
tell me
like-
everybody just knows who Marty fucking Supreme is, the ping pong player?
I get what you're saying at, but here's my again, both of them. But my point is, Rock. Nobody looks at Rock and be like, "Hey, you know what? This is gonna be the big time movie."
I'll tell you
Nobody-
that weekend, this definitely confirmed it. Smashing Machine. Maybe he really doesn't have that pull that we think he does.
He has to pull. The problem is he picks the wrong fucking projects. This is an
Maybe.
artsy project. If
He
really,
just wants an award, guys.
right. He just wants to prove it, and I think everybody's like, cool. He wants to just prove that he's a real actor. That's what it is, and everybody's like, cool. Doesn't mean I have to go see the fucking movie. I go watch it on DVD.
And if I was saying like The Rock's just switching, obviously wrestling compared to mixed martial arts is different, but similar in the same right. You are going to go into a ring and compete.
Same world. Yeah.
It's the same world. So I think if you really wanted to be an actor, you have to do something completely different. You have to be like a homeless man who's trying to be a plumber or something.
He
Or
was
you
trying
got
to have his cake and eat it too.
Oh, seriously, I'm saying you need a role that isn't an athlete.
I agree, but he was trying to say he wanted a serious role, but he didn't want to leave his comfort zone, so he picked a serious athlete movie. Anyway, not the point. My point was just, you mentioned Chalamet can do no wrong, like Taylor the last 2 years, and if everybody goes to see that damn ping pong movie, I'm gonna be mad on behalf of Dwayne Johnson.
What day does that movie come out? What weekend? If it's coming Christmas
It
weekend,
is Christmas. Like
oh,
December
it's definitely-
25th
it's gonna-
is the release date.
It's definitely gonna. Everybody's off, and all these little Taylor Swift
Just don't
girlies
go
are
see
gonna
that
go.
one. Go see a movie about not ping pong.
Oh, they ain't gonna give a shit. They probably don't even know
I'm
who
just
the
gonna
fuck
be-
he is.
But this will just set the tone if Timothy has Oscar buzz again. That's the
Yeah.
thing about this release. Alleged secret release, but that's what everybody's saying is going to happen. So, interesting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking about next? All right, guys. But yep, Taylor, good luck to you. Oh, well, I do have to read this quote from this Twitter account, the Wapple House. They say Wapple. Yes, Apple, but with a W in front.
Yeah.
After all the mixed reviews and all the attention from this album, Waffle House said, Taylor Swift is the Silicon Valley of music. Once thought of as innovative and fun, now just instant corporate greed pumping out endless shitty versions of itself. It knows it will turn a quick buck and do everything in its power to stifle competition. Do you agree with that?
I don't know if there's enough evidence on that last claim, but the rest is kind of true, I think. I don't know if she stifled any competition, but I guess we wouldn't know, right?
She
If she was good at it.
Well, the Charlie XOX lyric.
Well, can we be real?
shot
I mean,
one.
but that's just taking a shot at someone you don't like. People do that in music all the time, right? I don't know if that's stifling competition.
But she never did that. She never did sub lyrics like that.
Oh no, she has.
The whole
She
song
has
about
done
that,
it.
yeah.
She has.
Okay, well
done
then
it
I don't
before.
know. Then that's me for not knowing.
But that's the point for like people like me to listen to Taylor Swift. I just want to listen to the subliminal fucking songs that everybody's talking about, and just go from there. That's the only reason why I would listen to a fucking Taylor Swift song. It's just to hear who she's talking shit about. Because obviously the only time she's gonna talk shit is in her album. She's not stupid. She's gonna not tell TMZ or her friends and shit.
Yeah.
She's gonna save for her album because she wants to get them streaming fucking dollars.
100%.
So I give her that.
Yeah, that's why I think the first half is actually true. She definitely is pumping out. She knows she can re-release the same album. She released her old albums, just older. And then she sells like 3 different versions of the vinyl to all those albums.
She sells like 10 different versions.
You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
Many.
Yeah. She had that movie for the tour, which almost made sense because it was a big deal and there weren't enough tickets. Now she has a movie for this thing that half of the fans didn't even like, and people are going to get dressed up to watch just this album. And it's not. I saw it was a loop. It's just a loop of
You
like,
saw
the
the
Spotify movie? No, I didn't see the movie, but I saw a clip of it. It's just the loop of the Spotify thing.
So you're going to spend $15 to just see something?
Yeah,
you can see
just
on
sing with a
Spotify.
bunch of other people of the Spotify song. So it's like she definitely is absolutely just turning out profit. Anything she can do to make money off of her fans, she will do. It is, in fairness, her job, right? Like, she's a professional singer. Her job is to make money off of fans. I've already complained about the ticket prices in a different episode. You can go watch that rant. She was 1,000% included in that.
Well, one, she's trying to make $1. Like that whole movie theater bullshit.
Way to pay for, Jose. We gotta be honest.
That dumb bitch is trying to make $1 for every.
I don't know about dumb. Like
she
makes a lot of money.
God damn, who's spending money to go to movie theaters and listen to a fucking album? Come on now.
A lot of people.
Taking their kids.
Right.
I don't know if
dumb as fuck.
Like
I don't know about dumb, but it is a waste of money.
Dress up and sing and do all that.
You were literally just talking, have a conversation a couple weeks ago or last week ago about how people bitching for ticket prices, but people are willing to spend $15 at a fucking movie theater where you could have just listened to the goddamn album home.
Yeah, because the ticket price is like $1,500. They're a little
but if
different.
You're taking 2 kids. You're taking your husband and 2 kids.
It's still not $1,500, dude.
Go watch the fucking Rock and Smash Machine.
You could buy all your neighbors tickets to go see a movie, and it's still less.
My
$1,500.
My movie, one battle after another, crossed the $100 million mark. Incredible, awesome. Incredible feat.
Rock should fight Leo too. That's what he should do. He should start attacking the people who did better than him in the.
They should have an acting off.
It's
they are working together, aren't they? The next movie, The Rock.
Supposedly,
this movie that no one else knows about except for The Rock.
Yeah.
What? I thought what's the name's in it?
Scorsese has like
10
projects going on, and he's 86 years old. He's got to find the time. But I cannot wait.
Of those projects about saints.
I cannot fucking wait. Yes, for that 5-part Mr. Scorsese doc, October 17th, Apple TV. I'm gonna watch all 5 parts from midnight. This will be my Taylor Swift life of dancing album.
Life of a Scorsese.
Life of a show.
Life of a Scorsese. I will watch all 5 parts nonstop. I'm gonna get my popcorn and I'm gonna turn my phone off after all tweet cap stuff. After all productive conversations done.
Watch that.
I'm gonna watch because I love movies a lot.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be stuck looking at his goddamn eyebrows the whole fucking time.
Oh my God.
Don't you want to know? This
No,
dude
it's
has
You
the
don't know
best
eyebrows.
how he got
damn
them?
filmography ever. Yeah.
I don't listen. I don't want to like. I just look at them hairy ass fucking bushes he calls eyebrows, and I'm just gonna just want to pluck the shit out of him.
So
I'm
you
not
must
even
Too
have a
bad.
hard
thinking.
He's
time
still the
watching Schitt's
goat. He's
Creek.
still the
My
goat director.
fuck out of here. Someone fucking get some clippers and just trim them shits. Do that. Hopefully, he does that in the doc.
Schitt's Creek is probably a hard watch for you if you get fascinated by the eyebrows, Jose.
Yeah, I bet. Well,
You
the
ever,
name Shit Creek is something like.
well, Eugene Levy has the most eyebrows anyone's ever had.
All right,
Oh,
let's
it's
move
true.
on. Okay, so moving on from Taylor Swift, Martin Scorsese to Ayesha Curry. How about this one? I've been
Okay.
waiting all weekend to talk to you all about this. So Ayesha Curry went off on Call Her Daddy recently, and she recently opened up about admitted she never planned on marriage or kids. She wanted to be career focused, but then she met Steph at a young age, got married at 22, and was pregnant right away. On the podcast, she talked about struggling with mom guilt, losing her sense of self, and how hard it is to balance family, fame, and identity. She also shared that when she tries to vent about the pressures of fame or motherhood, Steph sometimes brushes it off, telling her, quote, "It's not real." That part had the internet buzzing, with people
Mm.
accusing her of embarrassing him and all the other stuff. Meanwhile, Steph actually clapped back at critics, defending her and telling people to mind their own business. This raises a bigger question, though, everybody. How much should couples share publicly about their marriage? Is Ayesha being refreshingly honest about what a lot of partners go through, or was she crossing a line and being too much?
Mm.
And should we feel bad for her for saying I don't
Oh
know?
yeah, we should really feel bad. She's probably on a fucking boat in fucking the Bermuda Triangle somewhere and fucking living it up. I should be feeling bad for her. Well, I'm
No,
fucking
but
wiping
well, if she's
float.
in the Bermuda Triangle, I would feel bad because
Yeah, she did. She did.
statistically the boat's probably
She's
going to
gone.
disappear. But
Well, statistically true.
But
I
But I
think
mean,
she was just. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
no, I want to hear what you got to say. I'm
No,
excited.
I was just gonna say, like, I mean, she's on a podcast. Like, she's just talking about her life experiences, what she's gone through, like personally. I don't really see it as like a big deal. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like bringing in the aspect of the marriage, like him not being as supportive, was kind of crossing a line. Because then that allows fans to kind of clap back at him a little bit. But I don't think like her, because I feel like a lot of mothers probably go through that, right? Like that guilt, that um kind of like that hard to balance and juggle lifestyle type of thing. So I think like
And
her sharing
society
that's like very,
expectations.
yeah, like I think that's like very refreshing to hear. Because everyone paints motherhood as this like as a girl, as a female, you're told like, when are you having a baby, when are you having kids, things like that, and it's just like,
I thought the guilt was that because she didn't want her daughter. Isn't
well, so
that
it's two
different?
things. It's so she,
I'll play the exact clip
yeah.
so you can hear it straight from her. So let me do that, and then we'll discuss.
I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something and then it kind of just disappeared and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself like this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm
Yeah.
not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience
Okay.
that. I still experience that. I'm almost like I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
Again, I don't know if this was just a venting moment that just millions of people happen to watch and listen to as well. I mean, it is really hard to connect to somebody who's extremely rich like that. But
Yeah.
I'm also not a woman either. I understand that as well. So I don't have the same expectations as a man. So I don't know.
I do
I was
think
indifferent. I was indifferent. I don't think she was trying to make us sympathize with her. But if she
No,
I
was,
don't either.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
I
that
think she was
wasn't.
just being honest.
Yeah. So that's the double-edged sword when doing a podcast like that, especially a really good one. That
Yeah, huge podcast, right?
you are making content as well when you could be having a very intimate and strong moment and a
I
vulnerable one too. So
I will
Let's
say
just
that the framing of this in the news and stuff, and that's the first time I've heard it. So I've
right.
seen all the tweets and stuff about it. First time I heard it. The framing has been that she was not into having her kids. And that's
Right.
really
That's what I
not
thought.
what she said. Having now just
yeah,
listened to it, she was
not like
like,
Stephen A. who did say, "I regret having kids." That is a legit
right,
quote where their
right,
kids
yeah,
should be pissed at him for saying that.
right. She was like, it was never really part of my plan to get married and have kids. But then I met
Pleasant
Steph.
surprise.
Right. Well, then I met Steph and I got married and had a kid right away. Like, she was never saying, like, and I'm really mad about it. She was just like, growing
You
up,
imagine.
yeah, but like growing up, I was never the person who was thinking about like a domestic situation being a part of like my plan. It just kind of happened because I met my husband. And so I think that a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people of both, frankly, I think of both genders can relate to the idea of when you're young, you don't necessarily spend too much time thinking about the family you're going to have. Some people do, and that's great. But a lot of people think about, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to go do that. I'm going to travel. I'm going to make this much money. I'm going to have this job. And then you meet somebody, you end up settling down, having a family, and now you've got something that you never really even prepared for, mentally anyway, to deal with. So I think that was all I think that was all fine. And I think what she said about Steph was fine too. Like, I have no problem saying, in terms of like even in my own relationship, there are things that, I feel and that my wife feels that are just very difficult for the other person to understand. And you try, like you do your best to hear those things, and offer your best answer or just a listening ear. But and this is for again both sides. There are pressures and there are thoughts and there are all these like things that don't translate one to one, and not even because the guy girl thing, but you're different people, you have different skill sets, you have different passions, you think differently. So I think that was all fair game. I think the only issue is they did it on a podcast, and most of the internet is fucking weird, and so that's why this became a thing.
I wouldn't
But
say
yeah,
weird. I'd say more like they're just a bunch of haters.
they're weird, and so my thing is with the media framing of this, I think they were very dishonest and they did it for clicks. And that's really disappointing because she did not say that she didn't want. I mean, again, she did, but it's very clear she wasn't saying I didn't want to marry Steph Curry and I didn't want to have his children. That was exactly how they portrayed it, and it is not what she factually said.
Yes, exactly. That's why you didn't see a viral clip of her of those exact words.
Right, because she didn't say it.
Oh well. Aisha, I think you'll be fine. That's the one thing that
She will be fine.
she's very young, not very young. She's young. She still has a whole life to live once Steph retires, which he doesn't
soon.
have a lot left. Especially now seeing Seth Curry and him as teammates, this is clearly he's way closer to the end than the beginning. LeBron's gonna retire on Tuesday, announce his retirement tour because that's LeBron. I need to get as much attention as possible. It's
Well,
also
On
probably for
Tuesday,
the
you think he's
NBA.
gonna announce it on Tuesday?
Yeah, the decision too. That's my prediction.
Oh,
Or
jeez.
it's
Yeah,
going to
what's the
be
other
an Amazon
what's the other
Prime.
decision?
It's going to be an Amazon Prime ad, which will piss people off even more. So you might as well announce your retirement. Everyone knows you're an egomaniac. So at least do it this way. And it also
Where is it
good
going to
for
be
the
at
NBA.
this time?
Did you see the
No, I didn't see. I was busy working, but I was at
there's
I
a
was at
literal
decision one.
announcement tomorrow. There's also a
Oh.
literal decision tomorrow. It's decision 2.
Well,
That's what it's called, yeah.
I was at decision 1 when it was in Greenwich. So,
Yeah,
so I was there for that one.
I was pissed that night. You didn't go to the Knicks, but anyway, so yeah, he will do that. Probably will also help with Amazon covering the NBA for the first time. The NBA is only 2 weeks away, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And yeah, LeBron will announce his retirement by the time you're hearing this recording. It'll also be good for the league too, because even the small market teams will benefit. He'll have to play every single game, but that's what is probably going to happen. But anyways, the Currys gotta be with them.
That's gonna
Okay.
be crazy. LeBron James and Bronny James both retiring. You gonna announce their retirement?
Yeah, right.
You know
Is it called
LeBron.
retirement when you've only had like 2 games in a G League season?
Well, you know for a fact once he announced that this is my last year, you definitely know it's Bronny's last year too. Ain't nobody's gonna keep him.
Last year in America, he could find a spot in Serbia somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
All right, everybody. You know what? The first weekend of October 25 will also be remembered as
What?
the weekend of Sora 2 dropping, and we got the most hilarious AI videos I've ever seen. I literally have 10 of them. I have to share as many as I can. So let me explain. OpenAI, who is in charge of ChatGPT, they just launched Sora 2, their next generation video and audio generation model. It is not just about visuals anymore. Now you can hear the scenes. Oh man. What's wild is Sora 2 lets you insert your own cameo, your face, your voice into generated content. Imagine writing a prompt, then you just see yourself in the video. It's invite only for now. iOS app first, within API access coming later. I've heard people getting invited if you are a ChatGPT Pro plan. I've used it as much as I can without paying, but I will pay it. And I might even do it as soon as I can so I can get invited to do this. But it's not all glitz. There are big red flags. People are already generating videos of copyrighted characters, violent and racist content, deep fake type misuse, and, well, dead people too, where people's estates are genuinely upset.
Is that the reason why I keep getting Chris Benoit fucking videos now?
Yeah, exactly. It's because of Sora 2. There's a sick
Oh.
person who wants to put that
I was
person
wondering,
back to life.
Yeah, I was wondering why I kept getting Chris Benoit coming to fucking Monday Night Raw. I'm like, what the fuck
It's
is going
bad.
on here?
But here's a legal pivot. Instead of letting anyone use copyrighted stuff freely unless they opt out, OpenAI is shifting to give right holders more control, even exploring revenue sharing. So the big question I'm about to ask you all, is this good or bad? But let me just share you some of this stuff. I'm sorry. I don't have as much gripe on AI. AI's made my life 10 times. First of all, I should say I'm very, very aware of the negative aspects of AI and how in the wrong hands it is genuinely dangerous. But when it's in the right hands, it's also a great tool. I use it all the time now. It's enhanced this podcast like 100 times.
Oh, yeah.
My work life and personal life, AI for me is good, but we also know it's bad too. But just the stuff people are coming up with Sora 2, these videos. Let me share you. We'll share as much as I can in a 10-minute period. Because again, I'm just, who do you come up with this stuff, people? Seriously. Where do I begin? How about the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. coming back to life? Doing this.
No fucking way.
This could be so disrespectful.
London, are you ready? Tonight we move together as one rhythm, one dream. Let the beat drop.
Oh, God.
That's wild.
How about Michael Jackson coming back?
Oh, man.
Your chicken's looking nice, pal.
Oh, he saw it.
what it is. Something separates me from other.
Your chicken's looking nice, pal.
Woo! Yo, he stole my chicken.
Got a crispy treasure, can't slow me down. Hot and golden, I'm mad at this
Stole
time.
my chicken.
Friday victory. Get back here. Spin, slide, I'm gliding out the door. Fried love in my arms, can't give it up no more. Hey.
All right, let me show. After those two examples, how are we feeling right off the bat while I cue the other ones?
What just happened?
Right off the bat,
AI.
you can see where this is going to get. It's really, really tricky territory depending on who does what with whose image.
Uh-huh.
But both of those were relatively harmless, if not again, I'm sure there are people who will take exception specifically to the MLK one, but they were harmless. I think anyone who thought that that was true is well, you know. But there is definitely some downsides, I think we could all say, based on just those two. And I mean, the Michael Jackson one wasn't particularly realistic. I mean,
I stole my chicken.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously not realistic because it's Michael Jackson, who is famously not dancing at the moment. But also, even if you could suspend your disbelief about his being deceased, it still didn't really look like dancing. He just kind of scuffled his feet a lot, which Michael Jackson wouldn't. That's not how Michael Jackson performs. So it's not even like it was that good, but it looked like Michael Jackson, which means if you didn't make him dance the chicken song or whatever that was, you could trick some people.
Yes, if you actually think he's still alive.
Well, no, but you could make it look old, put Barbara Walters in there, and all of a sudden you think it's archival footage. Right?
You're not wrong. No, I don't disagree. Allison, what do you think?
This shit's crazy.
Or this is, or why don't we see some other examples? And I'll save my favorite for last. How about Martin Luther King Jr. goes to Raising Cane's?
Oh,
So everybody's real big on the MLK thing, huh?
Yes.
Today, my friends, I stepped into Cane's for the very first time. This basket of chicken and fries is proof that simple things done with care can bring people together.
Enjoy, sir.
Thank you.
God. This isn't a celebrity. Someone just made this. So we'll see this. But the rest are celebrity based.
Sorry, baby. He's just a nerd.
Why do they always pick thugs?
Years later.
Hey, baby. Remember me?
Beat it, chick.
Why can't I find a good man?
Now that's just somebody salty who made that.
Don't.
But it's just another example of someone else.
True.
Here we go, Michael Jackson.
Let's go back to Michael Jackson.
Hey everybody, it's Michael. I just had to jump on here because I have been watching this YouTube channel. Bobby is cooking, and it is blowing my mind. The way he seasons, the love he puts into every dish. Hey everybody,
I
it's
looked it up. That's a real YouTube channel someone made an ad for themselves.
That's crazy.
This is Tupac in WWE.
God.
Come on, this is a really funny one.
Wait, the roof is coming off for Tupac Shakur.
That's a popular
He
one.
looks like he was born to walk that ramp. Yo, anybody back there think they got the heart to step up?
Yo, Peggy coming out.
No way. You've been running your mouth all week, champ, talking like the throne's yours, but you standing in my house now. This ring, this is West Coast territory tonight, and I'm setting it off. Biggie, you been shining too long, hiding behind that gold. Tonight I'm kicking the door in. That cell's gonna lock behind us, and there ain't no bodyguard, no entourage, just you, me, and every city.
And last one that I'm sharing, Walter White and Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
What?
Walter White is a fake character, but Bryan Cranston's still here.
You cook the product, Walt, but you need someone who can move it, someone the streets listen to.
And you think that's you?
People don't forget the man who makes them dance. They trust him.
Trust has nothing to do with it.
AI's here, everybody. AI
We're
is here.
so fucked in the future.
Yeah. Well, first I want to say, makes me a little sad that we couldn't actually see.
Sorry, one more. Michael Jackson at
Hey everybody,
McDonald's.
it's Mike. I'm at work, new job McDonald's. Let me show you around. These are the fryers. Listen to them singing. Beautiful, huh? Golden magic. Over here, soda fountain. 32 flavors of happiness. I'll catch you.
Let me hear them singing.
Golden match.
Singing. Makes me a little sad that we never got to hear Tupac actually cut a promo because that was awesome. Great.
Whoever
He'd be one
came
of
up
my
with that
favorite
script.
professional wrestlers if
That's the
it
funny
was
thing
real.
is
That was
I'm not watching the video, but I'm listening to it, and that shit sounds like Tupac. Like it's really him.
yeah, no, it did.
And
Like,
yes,
what the
Jose, to be
fuck?
fair, there is in the wrestling realm Chris Benoit coming back, which
Yeah,
he
there's
doesn't
one way.
deserve
Chris
the
Benoit-
acknowledgement, but
It's
it's
Chris
weird.
Benoit with Eddie
He's not on this
Guerrero.
show. Yeah,
I
what
saw
the
the
fuck?
China one. I saw Owen Hart at AEW.
Oh,
So, hold on. Before we get too deep into wrestling woods, I just wanted to
Oh
call
my
it the promo.
god.
We're
no,
not going to
just
get into
focus on the
wrestling
AI.
woods.
No,
We're
yes.
talking about the
AI
AI
though, but this is
So-
real, guys. This
so
is here.
you saw in the MLK ones, in my opinion, actually are the ones that to me are the most like they show the most about where this could end up going. Because obviously MLK
Wasn't
is
it
dead.
Raising Cane's?
Right, he's been dead a long time. He was killed. We very famously, everybody knows this, right? However, not every person of great importance is dead. There are plenty of people alive right now who have one very sophisticated style of speaking, not unlike MLK's pastoral style of speaking. Two, very distinctive voices, which frankly make it easier for AI. I mean, the fact that they were able to make Tupac sound like Tupac, they
That's
could
wild.
very, very easily make Obama or Trump talk. Like, I'm just being honest. Both of those guys, there are two examples on both sides of the aisle. That's why I picked it. They both have very distinctive speaking patterns and speaking voices. And so if you can make, Tupac sound like Tupac,
Yeah,
where
that's the thing.
most of what we have from Tupac is rap. It's like his performing. Michael Jackson, and very similarly, is performing most of the time. You hear him speak. So the fact that they could take limited sample size and make really good sound means imagine if they took hours and hours and hours of a person who speaks for a living and put it into that same system. You could make any world leader alive say anything you want in any situation.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine what that could mean for the future?
And it's just invite only. Only certain people have
Which
it.
is why it's being considered
Tested.
basically just MLK and Michael Jackson. Because people are like, this is so cool. But once it goes wide and everyone can use it, like, who is to stop? I don't know. You make
Besides that, who you can't even tell, like, let's say Joe Biden, you can fucking forge some bullshit. You couldn't even tell if it's like they really say it or not.
right.
Like if I was like, I had 3 prostitutes in the car, I smoked like a sniff coke right up their asses,
Oh,
and he said that shit.
That's
You
a big
wouldn't even
thing.
know you wouldn't even know if he's telling, like, is that really Joe Biden or is that fucking AI?
Well, or could you imagine if you did an AI JD Vance speaking at a black church and using the N-word?
Right. Or a good one, Ryan with another cheating on his way.
Oh.
You'd be like, that's not Ryan.
Well, I
Anybody
mean,
try to play
again,
that
I
shit.
think the actions are harder for them to do. You saw with the way they had to edit the Tupac video. They had a lot of cuts,
Right.
which
Yeah.
in fairness
Oh,
is
yeah.
also the style of that time of WWE programming. But
what? Ryan, we lost you for a second. Well,
Me and Ryan really did cheat
to
on
like
his
make
way.
a video.
Oh,
of
there you go.
can you
somebody-
repeat
Ryan
what you
came
said?
back.
We didn't hear the last 30
I just
seconds.
said the movements was hard, right? So it'd be very difficult, I think, to make a fake of somebody doing something they didn't do, like a fake of Ryan kissing somebody else, as to use
You
Jose's
re-
example, right?
Right. But you also
But
you
You could
realize
get
that
me saying
ahead.
something like that
you-
seems to be easy.
But isn't it like this is like we can not for say this is like we can make this is like the first step until we only need actors. We can make our own movies.
Well, they already have what's her name, Tilly Norwood.
Yeah,
Is an
right.
actress.
Well, that. But I mean, anybody can make a
Air
fucking their
quotes.
own fucking movie
Yeah.
or like their own little fucking 30-minute clip or whatever they fucking want. It's like this is like the first step
To
of
that,
us
yep.
can be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Well, again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But AI is insane. This definitely And it's some move by OpenAI to do this. It released this.
Do you not? Let me. Speaking of AI, do you not think eventually we're gonna have to put laws into this?
Oh yeah, I thought
we
that was
are
the
past it.
first thing. That was the first thing I
Yeah.
thought of when they announced this stuff.
We have to put in laws. We had to have put in laws 2 years ago on AI.
And
the issue is we haven't, and now the people in charge won't.
Man, that explains why a lot of the tech companies were all up on Trump's ass. Yeah.
Yep. That's why all of them paid for that inauguration and are paying to the presidential library, et cetera, et cetera. That is one. Jose, rare W. 100,000% right.
Again, I personally, I understand the risk, but at least when it's used for good, it's pretty cool.
Oh, I use it.
Yeah, but there's way more. There's way more bad than good. I mean, you
know.
can start some World War fucking 3 on that's some bullshit.
Just because it's AI.
Yes.
You just have to look in the right-hand corner, the right-hand corner, the left-hand corner, top or bottom, if they have their AI symbol.
Oh, of course,
but
unless
someone's gonna figure out how to get rid of that.
Right.
Okay, everybody. All right, let's switch it up to wild news in the sports world. Mark Sanchez, the former quarterback for the New York Jets, he was a Fox football analyst, was arrested this week in Indianapolis after a parking dispute apparently spiraled out of control. I don't mean to laugh, but he was stabbed and hospitalized, and the charges are serious. Prosecutors just upgraded one to be felony battery, citing, quote, serious bodily injury. What makes this even more complex is that the other party is a 69-year-old truck driver who says he was acting in self-defense. Surveillance footage and witness accounts are being pulled in. And I can't believe this is a thing. I don't want to show the footage because it's violent. Don't want to get any problems. It's nasty, but
you can find it.
Mark Sanchez looked like he beat up that dude to death, and he did stab him. And seeing over the weekend, a lot of people were like, "Oh, thoughts and prayers to Mark Sanchez. Hope he's okay. What happened?" And then the truth came out, and if you didn't stab him, who knows what would happen? And he was very drunk. There's footage of him walking with.
He doesn't remember anything.
Because he was so drunk. There's footage of him, like bloodied, like with the stab marks, like he was stabbed. And what the hell? He's facing 1 to 6 years in prison.
Yeah, I said this offline. I'll definitely have a couple of drinks in my time, more than a couple, for being honest. I don't know how you can get drunk enough to almost murder somebody, and not remember it, at least a little bit. So, I'm calling BS. I think when they get to trial, that's going to get a lot of attention, the idea that he can't remember it, and I don't believe that that'll hold up in trial. I know I certainly, as a juror, would not believe that. So we'll see what happens, but dude, whatever is going on with his head,
you really think he's
check that out. Think he's gonna get what?
I mean,
do you think he's gonna get any time?
Yeah, dude.
He beat that dude bad, unless he has a great lawyer.
Listen, it's first offense. He's not doing time.
I don't think he'll do 6 years, but I bet you he does a year.
I wouldn't even say he does a year.
I'll tell you one thing: he won't be on TV anymore.
No, he's definitely off TV. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, what a dumb fuck. Realistically, you got probably $500,000 job, or maybe even way more than that. Whatever he's fucking Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, Travis Hunter.
Tom Brady. Fucking, and then this motherfucker stabbed the old man for a fucking parking space. Fucking losers.
Well, he didn't stab. No, he didn't stab a man. He got stabbed because he was beating a man.
Well, yeah, but didn't he stab the old man too?
No.
No. He didn't stab him. He just beat him up. He just beat the shit out of him.
He nearly killed a man with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of some guy and getting 1 to 6 years for that.
Jose, if you haven't seen the pictures, go and look. He almost killed that guy.
Fucking, you got fucking Rampage Jackson kid almost killed the guy and he ain't getting 1 to 6 years.
Well, I mean, but so Mark Sanchez also almost killed him. I cannot stress enough how much he
I'm just doing the nervous laugh because just how ridiculous, bozo, and dumb this story is. This is such a preventable thing to happen.
Yeah.
This should not be a thing. You know what I mean?
Well, by the way, Mark Sanchez, what the fuck is he doing at 1, 2 in the morning by himself? Jesus. He
Exactly.
don't got no fucking like girlfriend or a hooker to sleep with or fucking
I guess
friends
so.
to be
Remember
like
when he got
friends.
caught with that underage girl? Like
Yeah.
17
Yeah.
at SATs? Like, he's problematic. And ironically, he's the last quarterback to lead the Jets to the playoffs.
I know. Honestly, we might need him as coach. I hope.
You're not going to see him in your coaching
No, we're
staff,
not.
but-
I'd rather Aaron Glenn than Mark Sanchez, and that's saying something. But no, it's really bad that and that he's claiming not to remember it. I don't like where this is going, but we'll see what happens.
He needs to say that because this is why part of his defense is why he's gonna get fucking. He's gonna
They're
get
gonna send him to
fucking
rehab.
He's gonna
And
do
a year of house arrest or something.
probation. Yeah, he needs to say he doesn't remember. He blanked out, and that's his defense. It's just perfect. He'll never admit that he remembers that shit. He can't.
I know
say
he'll
that.
never admit it, but I think that. I mean,
Yeah, there would have to be footage of the event.
It's really hard to believe that somebody who had no control over their faculties was able to inflict that amount of damage on a human being. Unarmed, by the way. He was unarmed. The other guy was armed, and he still was in worse shape than Mark Sanchez, who was stabbed. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, why don't we switch it up? Let's make it more lighthearted. No more violence. No more sad things. Let's talk about the summer I turned pretty.
You turned pretty.
The summer I turned pretty was 2017. But the summer I turned pretty, right? It is taking the nation over by storm. The first season's done. Everybody's going crazy. Just tell me your initial thoughts on the summer I turned pretty, and whose team are you on?
Team Conrad.
Conrad. Why?
Yeah, always Team Conrad. If you know, you know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't
You
want to
should tell me.
spoil it.
I don't care. Spoil it. Tell me.
He was our first actual love, and he's such a man, and yeah, you just have to watch it, and you'll get it.
Yes. Who are you? Team Jeremiah. Excuse me. Who are you? Team Jeremiah or Team Conrad?
Team Conrad.
So I believe Jeremiah.
What about Belly?
Belly's the one picking between the two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the girl.
But the last time I had to,
Belly?
the last time I had to pick the team, it was Team Edward, and that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm as loyal as it gets. All right, I stay loyal.
I said that I was a third party in the Team Edward, Team Jacob. It didn't work, but anyway, so my thing is, all I really know about them is the impish looking one who is in the. What's it called? I think it's Jeremiah, who's in the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. Who was also saying the same Nazi stuff, but for some reason we're only mad at Sydney Sweeney, quote unquote. She obviously neither one of them said anything about Nazis, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna say strictly because I feel like he got a raw deal on his Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna go Team Jeremiah.
Wow, that surprises me.
Well, here's the thing, and this is an important, crucial step. I have not watched a second of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So, if he's a jerk, or if he does something illegal, or if he does something amoral, I absolve myself, and I take the right to withdraw my endorsement of Jeremiah. However, based purely on the discourse that he received as an actor for doing a Dunkin' Donuts commercial, I'm Team Jeremiah. How'd I do? Am I right? Am I wrong? Should I not like Jeremiah? Why shouldn't I like Jeremiah?
Shouldn't like Jeremiah.
Why?
He's a cheater and he's a baby and he's not nice. He was a really nice guy, but then he just got he's very self-absorbed and yeah. No, he was already pretty.
He was already pretty, right? The girl turned pretty. Yeah, the girl turned pretty, and then the pretty guys noticed her because she turned pretty.
So all of a sudden now you like me.
That's what would happen in real life, by the way. It'd be all of a sudden.
Then I'm Team Conrad.
Liked her.
But just because a hunk comes by, she has to now contemplate.
Ryan better have some space for me in that bandwagon because I'm with you on whoever the fuck you at.
That's right. And I always feel best when I'm aligned with Jose.
Yes.
Well, guess who she picks in the end?
Oh, don't tell
Spoiler.
us. Spoiler alert.
I won't
Spoil.
tell you, but maybe you'll see the movie and then it'll just be a whole.
Wait,
There's
it's
a
a
movie?
movie
There's a movie coming out. They dropped. They announced it.
as the end of the series.
Yeah, so that the series ended, and then they're essentially gonna like continue the series into the movie. So like the big ending will be like in the movie.
Where the fuck do you watch this show?
It's Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
It's an Amazon Prime show.
Oh.
It actually like I won't
Has
lie
anyone
to you,
on this
like,
show done anything else?
Has what?
None of them have managed to turn this into a career yet, right? Like they're all just known for this show.
The guy who plays Conrad does a few things, commercials and stuff, but that's like really it.
Commercials don't count. That's interesting. Doesn't bode well for the show or the movie. Won't lie to you, that no one else has been cast in anything else since this is like what, season 4?
Season 3.
So
Okay,
we
yeah.
got
Yeah,
Lola
they already ended
Tongue.
that?
She was in Hadestown, the musical.
She
Oh, I
does
saw
some.
his
She
song.
also does commercials with Coach, and she does like whatever else. I
Jackie,
guess.
excuse me. Jackie Chung is her friend in the show.
Okay.
Oh, okay. The triangle. Gavin Castellano is Jeremiah. He is from The Summer I Turned Pretty. Looks like a total tool bag, but that's neither here nor there. I'm sure he's a wonderful person.
I'm not. You see his? Did you see his Dunkin' Donuts commercial? He was talking about eugenics.
And then we got Christopher Brinney, who is in Mean Girls, the musical film.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
okay. I mean, they're
That's
just at the
something.
beginning of the career, so
Yeah.
gotta let them cook. But anyways, I'm team Jeremiah. That's the loyal one.
Other one.
Conrad. Okay, great.
There you go.
Awesome.
You can still join us, man. There's no way you put a gun to
No,
your
I
head.
mean, no, seriously. I would
I think
always,
we should all go
always
see the
loyal
movie
one.
together when it comes out,
You know what? That's a great idea. I will
and then
totally
we can,
do that.
and then y'all can pick.
So
I'm 1000% down. I want to see that.
I'll go see the movie. I'm not gonna watch any of the show beforehand.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm just gonna.
I'll do that too. I'll
but
do that
I will
too.
say,
Just sight unseen. I'm just gonna watch.
I will see the
end
movie. Yeah, I'll watch
and
the end.
decide
I
who
will
was right
say,
the whole
though,
time.
all of the my roommate has like a friend that comes over. We would watch it every Wednesday,
Mhm.
and he goes, "What is the hype with the show?" And we're like, "Well, you just kind of have to watch it. Like it is what it is." And he started coming over every Wednesday and watching it with us.
Mhm.
And he would like ask us questions like, "Wait, why is Jeremiah doing this? Or why is Conrad doing that? And where's Belly?" And he's like into it now. And I'm just saying, don't knock it.
I know guys who got into it. I do know
Maybe
guys who
watch
got
just
into
the
it.
last season. I think that would be
Nope.
like, you don't have to watch all 3.
Preferably, I watch specifically the end of the movie and determine in that moment whether the right ending happened. That's what I would like to
Okay,
do.
watch the last episode and tell me what you think.
Maybe I'll do that.
Just
The
the
problem
last
is-
episode.
the problem
does
is-
Melissa watch it?
She does not, but she wants
Do
to.
you remember?
That's the problem we have, is that if I put on the last episode, it's going to be a whole thing of, oh, we should watch it, and I don't want to.
There's
And
this.
so
That's funny. There's this podcast, this one-off podcast The Ringer did. They got these celebrities. You have to watch the first episode of a series and the last episode of a series and tell
I
us
love
what you
that.
think.
Love that.
I mean,
I would do that.
It'd have to be for sure. I'm not interested in watching. I would do that too, but it is interesting. It is. I liked it.
That's
But I
so
wonder
fun.
if that would work for the Summer I Turned Pretty.
Just watch the first and last
Their
episode.
show, it's crazy how different the seasons are. Because like
Really?
season 1, like, so what Amazon does is after the last episode plays, it goes back to the beginning and it'll just play through.
Yeah.
So I remember like finishing that week, and then it was like playing on and on in the background. And I was like, what show am I watching? Like, what the fuck is this? And it was The Summer I Turned Pretty, but it was like season 1, episode 1 or 2.
I heard, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I've not seen it, that at the beginning it had almost like a surrealist kind of quality to it, like almost felt unreal. Like, I don't want to say magical, but it felt like, not real. It felt
Yeah.
like a daydream or something to that effect. and then it seems like it kind of landed in more of a euphoria territory of messy teen drama.
Then I'm not watching if it's.
I
on
don't
that
think it's
level.
quite as explicit as Euphoria, but I'm saying
No,
like
I do not
wouldn't
like
even
that
put it in
show.
the same category as Euphoria.
You're
I
crazy,
definitely
man.
think.
I meant
You're
messy
crazy.
teen drama more than I
Oh,
meant
messy,
actually
yeah,
Euphoria.
yeah,
Like it started
definitely
as
teen
like
drama,
a
yeah.
daydream,
I can't
like a
believe
weird
they're
daydream
doing
kind of
a new
surrealist
season of
magical thinking
Euphoria.
thing. And then it
Wow.
ended, or it's ending.
You probably
with this,
forgot
like, messy
everything that
teen drama.
happened.
That's what I
I
heard.
didn't.
I know you did. Most people did.
I remember that Zendaya is in it.
And then
I just
with
Sydney
all due
Sweeney.
respect,
The
one of the
little
guys has
sister is
passed
gone.
away. I know you can write him out, but
I
You
just
can write it
remember
off
the
because nobody knows
gunfight
if
at
he
the end.
lived or died. I mean, no, he lived, but he can get arrested. He wasn't going to be on the next season.
that's why I don't know. I gave up after
A little homie
Who
passes
Eminem?
and gets killed. His little brother gets killed, and homeboys got caught by the popo. He's done. He wasn't coming back
Anyways.
next season.
terrible reviews are coming. Listen, I do want to talk about our next. We have before I introduce our new segment, I do have to separate these. So we're gonna just switch it really quick. It's gonna be the new segment and then question of the day. We're gonna do the question of the day first,
Okay.
and then I'll explain why. So the new question of the day, right? The first one, and you have to be honest with me, everyone listening, and your friends and your family on this one. Do you actually look at all the memes that people send you? Be honest.
No.
Oh,
No.
No. I don't, but I will always laugh. I'll always write LOL, LOL,
Yeah, like, I'll
LOL,
react to
LOL,
it.
LOL, LOL.
Yeah.
And if I truly write a response, then I actually did watch it. But some people send me the stupidest stuff. Not anyone in this chat, and I genuinely mean that.
I do get
other people do.
A lot of times I get to stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'll get to it sometimes. Like I'll be honest. So this happens with your stuff a lot, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
You'll send something and say, Ryan, please watch. And I will be busy or otherwise not want to watch at the moment. And so I won't. And I'll just ignore it. And then I will then go back, especially if it said like, Ryan, please watch, or I want to know what you think, or obviously, we're talking about this on the show. I will then go back and watch it when I have more time, or when I'm just, like, oh, I don't have anything to do, I'll watch it. So like I'll do that for some people who I know what they're sending me is something I'll probably either get a lot out of, or will make me think, or will enjoy. But for other people, I mean, I've got friends who send me Instagram stuff like all the time, and I don't know if I've opened a single one. Every once in a while, I open it to clear the notifications, and I'll be like, and maybe I'll send something to them. Like, I just don't even respond most of the time. Once in a while, I'll see something that looks interesting, I'll click on it, and I'll respond to that. But by and large, I just send my own thing to basically let them know that I've cleared the chat, and they can do whatever they want, and then I'll come clear it in like 2 more months. And these are people that I talk to in other platforms, and sometimes in person. So it's not like I don't like these people. I do. I just don't care about their memes.
Like, I'll send most of the stuff I send. I don't expect it to be watched or read unless I have to please emphasize. Please truly see this. And I do a lot of sending memes and stuff, and I say, "This is you," and I'm right every single time with them. And then the ones they send me is only like 50% correct. But yeah, that's an interesting one. But there's also so much to just keep up, and then there are people like, "What the hell's on your algorithm? What are you looking up? This is weird. This is weird shit."
No, I agree with that. There's some weird things going on in people's algorithms.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, but I was talking well, I'm cool with it still, but the amputee, all I kept getting is amputee shit on my fucking algorithm. What the fuck is going on here? But they're always doing funny, amputees. I'm talking.
No,
to
I know
girl,
what I know.
What is amputee content exactly?
Yeah, that's the bit I'm trying to
So
understand.
it's like one-legged girl trying to do a somersault and falls, or one-legged girl try to ice skate or rollerblade.
We are friends with all amputees.
Wait, you're saying that has to do with what was her name?
Homegirl, because she'll send me shit about for her to feel comfortable, to feel like she'll from time to time make a funny joke about it, that she has one leg. So I mean, I think it's cute or whatever. I think it's funny or whatever, and I try to laugh it off and be like, whatever. And now all I get on Instagram is fucking amputee shit.
You need to just start liking random stuff to change your algorithm.
Oh, I do now, but that's only be for
Only
like a
because
week.
if like we have the background because you've explained the background to us,
Mhm.
but if someone happens to see your algorithm without knowing that background, they just see you have a bunch of content of people with one leg trying to do things, they're going to have strong opinions and they're going to be
I
negative
see
strong
that.
opinions.
I bet I can see that. It's like I got like they either people are drawing on their stubs like little cartoon characters or some shit, some bullshit like that. But yeah, so I get it.
Interesting.
That's wow. All right, yeah. Well, we
The
all agree.
meme pages, right? But I will also write LOLs and likes. I'll at least support what you said.
I support you.
ignore. I won't ignore it.
Wow, that's crazy. Or I'm happy for you. Please pick whichever one applies.
in all seriousness. All right.
I'm not mad. I ignore some of your shit, people's shit that be sending me, unless you fucking like Matt tags me in there.
Yeah,
Matt, have
yeah.
to
If I
look at
tag
it.
you in something, that means you have you
I look
specific.
at it. Half the time, Matt or anybody send me shit, I'm either like blowing by it or whatever. Unless I really something must have really fucking caught my eye.
And that's also the thing with just, sending things and messages and stuff. And also group chat, so many things can be lost, especially in a group chat where you're not close with the people.
Yeah.
Like even recently we were in a group chat. I was just sending stuff for the hell of it to see, man, how ignorant can all you be in this chat? All I'm trying to do is bring you all together and laugh. The one of the sporting event games, right? Didn't happen and I left.
He said a goodbye and he said I'm not. He sent a final farewell and a final video meme thing, and then he literally left the chat.
Yeah, it was like an epic one too. What did I send? I also forget.
I can go back and find.
I also
it.
forget 95% of things I send.
So funny though.
within at least an hour of what I sent. Again, if it's very important, I will say it. But if I just held on for a few more months, that was a perfect opportunity to ask for a Friendsgiving. But
this is what you said. You said, all the love people. Thank you for the memories. Go Yankees. See ya on this side or the other. Peace. And then you sent a YouTube video and you said, greatest song ever. It was Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world.
1000%. That is my favorite song in the world.
Matt Brown left the conversation.
Damn.
That's pretty funny.
That is my favorite song. That's the best song in the world. That line is from a movie called The Town with Ben Affleck.
I'll see you on this side or the other. Yeah.
Oh, this side or the other. All right.
Use that a lot.
Yes. When I am ever mad at somebody on an email, like I know that I'll not interact with them again, I'll probably send that. I've only said that genuinely once in the last few years. So if you got that from me, I was definitely trolling you. But that group chat, the same thing. I want to say that group chat did we're just doing our own thing, right?
Yeah, no, that's
no one reacted and no one replied.
Exactly. I could have wrote, "Hey, I'm going off to war." Nobody would know. Or just found out I'm gonna be a father. Nobody responds. Or wow, I just please help. Somebody's kidnapping me. If the kidnapper said if no one responds to this text in an hour, I will be you'll never see me again.
Yeah.
Still no response. Oh well. All right. So we got something serious to talk about, something I am looking forward to, something that I guess low key has been happening the whole time. But I want to address something. The rumors are true, for those who've heard. Looking in the camera right now. My name is Matt Brown, and I love the show Sex and the City. I just started binging it last week. And this was because of one of our podcast clips with Sarah Jessica Parker. Adam Friedland asked, "Are you the president of women?"
President of women.
And honestly, I was ready to binge a show. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance. I'll watch the pilot. Hooked like that. I love the show so much. And guess what? It doesn't change my perception or my masculinity. You could call me the F word that rhymes with rag. You could call me the P word that rhymes with Lucy, which I'm neither one of those. I'm a real man. I'm a great man. I can beat you in a sports argument. I can I could do anything masculine that I can't say on the air. I am comfortable in my skin, my sexuality, and loving this show about 4 women who are my new friends, living their best life in New York City doesn't affect my masculinity. So having said that, we're introducing a new segment, the Sex in the City question of the day, which essentially has been we've been doing this whole time. There's questions of the day that are dating related. Well, these are directly from the show with Carrie and her crew. At this moment, I am on season 1, episode 8, and I can't wait to watch it again when we're done recording and editing. I love this show so much. Please talk to me about it. And there is no shame. It's not a guilty pleasure either. It's a genuine pleasure. So, who likes Sex in the City first in this chat? All of us liked it. Allison likes it. Jose, you watch
I
it?
like it.
That's
I
right.
love that show.
I never watched the show.
I think every man should watch it.
Melissa watched the whole thing. I watched the beginning through the middle, and then she kept going, and I kind of just started doing periodic. So
I'm watching the whole thing. I'm watching all 6 seasons.
I will admit, I did have a crush on the big titty bitch. That's
Which
not
one?
on the newer seasons.
Samantha?
Who are you?
Is this Samantha?
Samantha is the sex.
I mean, which color
craze
hair
one.
they have?
She's like she's a blonde, I think.
Yeah, that's Samantha.
Oh, she's great.
Oh, fucking titty fucked the shit out of her. But
she would have enjoyed that as well if you watched.
She really
the
would
show.
have. Yep.
Awesome. See,
It's also
I
a
knew
good.
there's something about
It's
her.
also a good time in my life to watch it. Early 30s, doing his thing, right? As these girls are doing their thing, and yeah, I love that show so much. So we're gonna do the Sex in the City question of the day, which is just dating questions we've been doing anyways. But these are directly from the show.
I can't wait till you get to the Yankee episode.
It's
so funny, Matt. It's so I love that show.
And again, we need to switch it up. There's lots of, as I could say, a lot of sports content lately. I need something the complete opposite. Just on Sunday, 3 shows, 3 different sports. And I just need it's healthy for the brain to do something else. And I'm so glad I found it in Sex in the City. And also,
too much sports mean too much penises, and you got Sex in the City. And you need a little bit in your life. I got it.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you for understanding. But again, I'm not saying this to defend myself either. It's just for the people who will say wise ass comments. I just want to address it here on the record for that. So it shouldn't make a difference. Have showed great things, and I'm making new friends out of it. So
you know what you need to do? You need to tell them fuckers to just shut the fuck up and mind their business. There you go.
He does.
Exactly. I showed Alice in one of our conversations with one of my boys in Dude Talk when I had to break it down.
I still think he secretly watches it or something because he knew who Mr. Big was. You didn't even say anything.
Christopher Noth, right?
Yeah, that's the
I
actor.
mean,
actor.
all honesty, I never watched the show. I knew who Mr. Big was just because everybody kept talking about Mr. Big when it was like fucking on that show was on fire. He was Mr. Right and bullshit like that.
Mr.
Big is back from Paris, probably.
Something.
Every once in a while he does that. I do know that. Anyway,
if anyone wanted to ask at this moment, my personal favorite of the 4 is Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
I just love how wholesome she is. Yes.
She's sexy too.
Exactly. I like that sexy nerd.
I believe all 4 of them are seen as pretty attractive women.
No. If you need to stop. What's the lesbo one? Attractive at all?
So they didn't make her a lesbian
Miranda
season, and that was bullshit.
Well, the lesbo one.
Again, careful with spoilers, but I know she joined the community in real life, but
that's what I meant. I don't know. I don't know if she is or not in the show, but in real life, the lesbo one is. It's gonna take me fucking Mark Sanchez drunk to get into that.
Jesus.
All right.
No, I think again, if you watch the show, they all look fairly like compared to the other people in the show.
I'm talking about Ryan right now. Like now.
Well, don't mean right now.
There's 60-year-old bitches like Kim Cattrall, whatever her name is.
That is, she's Samantha. Yes, they are older.
The bitches in their 60s, I'll still teddy fuck the shit out of her. No, with no questions asked. I will leave this podcast right now just to smash that.
I couldn't help but wonder, how did Jose know the actress's name, but not
You
the
want to
name of
know?
the
Oh,
character.
so I'll tell you how I know the actress because I had a mean crush on her. She was the lead in Big Trouble in Little Tokyo with Kurt Russell. Fucking loved that movie when I was a kid.
I didn't see that. I've seen Big Trouble in Little China.
Whatever, the Kurt Tokyo,
Oh,
China, whatever, same
yeah, that's
shit.
in Little China, not Little Tokyo.
I don't
Yeah,
give a
she's her.
fuck.
That's Samantha.
Yeah,
A much
her.
younger version, but yeah.
And then the brunette girl, I knew her from fucking Twilight.
She was
the
in
mother.
Twilight?
The mother.
Huh.
No, she wasn't. Was she?
Yeah.
I'm
the
gonna look it
mother.
up.
I think she was, or she looked like
I
the
didn't
mother.
think
but
she
I think-
was.
You're talking about Kristen Davis.
Yeah, wasn't she the mother?
Da-da-da-da.
She looks like her. If
I
she's
don't
not,
see it here. It says her best known roles are Sex in the City, Just
Well, I
Like
mean,
That, Melrose
that.
Place, The Shaggy Dog, Deck the Halls, Journey to Mystery Island, Couples Retreat, Holiday in the Wild. That's a
Well, all
Broadway
honesty,
performance.
she was the mother. She was barely in the fucking movie. She was in like 2 seconds.
I don't think
But
this is her, but she's in Jack and Jill.
I will say also,
she's a Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I like that movie Couples Retreat.
I will also
Again,
say
I'm trying
her,
not to look at much because with the spoilers, looking it up because I already see one here, but I'll try to forget that.
So I will say this: the husband that she has, I think Matt has seen this. It's early on.
No, I haven't seen the show. I'm just
Oh.
8 episodes in.
Well, she has a husband.
Well, she gets a husband at some point. Don't worry about it. It's still plenty. The guy who plays him plays a villain in everything in the 90s, and it's just very funny. But anyway, sorry, continue.
Anyways, well, let's actually get to the first ever
The question, yeah.
Sex in the City question of the day, and we will be doing this until I'm finished binging. Now, last thing I'll say here, somebody told me watch the series, watch the first 2 movies, don't watch the reboot.
No.
And just like that.
Well,
I don't have to.
I would say the first few episodes of the reboot, yes.
The first few episodes.
Yeah, because there are like significant things that happen where you're like, okay, I just need closure on this type thing, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like how they did my man dirty on the reboot.
Well, he's an actual criminal. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Well,
I know. I do know about the actor Chris North with very bad allegations against him. You just at that point you remember this is a character, not him, and that's obviously got.
He's
forbidden.
great in The Good Wife too. That's
and
really
he played. Yeah, huh? All right.
He plays his own. He plays himself, which is probably why he did so well.
Oh Jesus! But anyways, and the last thing, the thing that's nostalgic about Sex in the City, because like I feel, I don't know about you all, but my mom was a big fan of the show when it first came out. The very first DVD that I ever saw was season 1 box set of Sex in the City. Obviously, never watched it until now.
I bet you thought it was a porn tape, huh? When you saw Sex in the City when you were a kid, huh?
I definitely had my heart pumping when I saw it in there. And the theme song, the piano, I would hear in my house the whole time. So that's automatically nostalgic. That's a late 90s, early 2000s thing. But yep, Matt Brown. My name is Matt Brown, and I'm a huge fan of Sex in the City. And
you only got to 8 episodes.
Oh, it's that good. To me at least.
Jose, can you try?
I have HBO Max. I'll give it a shot. Maybe if I'm bored, I'll
Also
give
on
it a few
Netflix
episodes.
now too.
Is it?
Yeah.
And this is me, the awesome film critic, right here. With my last fours always shown, always talk about film and TV. I know what's good, and this is good. And I like it because, well, I connect with everything they're saying. Obviously, I'm not a male, but the idea of just finding yourself in the big city and trying to find the right person and the escapades that come with it, it's so relatable. And again, seeing it as a 30-year-old man it works too. And I presume from what I'm seeing, they're in their early 30s, at least when the show starts, where I'm at. I'm in early 98, so yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. Pretty freaking dope. And yeah, it all took Adam Freeman saying, "Are you the president of women?" And just hearing about Carrie Bradshaw for like the last 10 years since I graduated college, every girl referring to her in some way, somehow. So now I see why. So it's cool when you try new things. So finally, after 10 minutes, let's do the Sex in the City question of the day, the first one. And this is from all right, so this is from season 1, episode 5. Ready, everybody? So,
Yeah.
how many of us are having great sex with friends who we don't? Sorry, how many of us are having great sex with friends who we don't want to introduce to our real friends? So basically, have you guys, or are there people who are in situationships and they don't want to be seen in public with that person?
Is it really a situationship?
Well, it wasn't called that back then, but it's basically, what was it? It was
I still wouldn't.
Friends
it
with
was
benefits,
one Charlotte with
essentially.
the Hasidic Jew
Yeah,
who
friends
she
with
didn't want to
benefits.
get no with it. She didn't want anybody to find out that with the Hasidic Jew. Not that there's anything wrong with Hasidic Jews, but the guy himself was just ugly. But that's what brought that question up. And it was like Samantha going with one of them. That was like the basis. And then it was one of Carrie's friends was seeing a butterface. So basically that's where I got this question. So butterface situations, right? Have we ever experienced it? Is anybody doing it right now if they want to be crazy enough to admit that? I don't think so. I'm not.
Right now, no. Last year I did.
Okay, so you understand where they're coming from here. Allison, have you ever had that? You were hooking up with somebody you don't want to be seen in public with simply because they are not attractive.
I'm trying to think. Let me look
Shit.
at my list.
Mine, I just kept her in the backseat. I didn't want to be seen in the hotel with her.
Wow, that's not nice.
It's the truth. She didn't want
I
it.
hope she listens.
I don't think there's anybody I blatantly just did not want to be seen with. I think like there were just like situations that were just like very private and just didn't ever go public, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was only me. What a shocker.
What a shocker.
I will not answer this question.
Wow.
on.
Ask but
You
not
don't
answer,
have
huh?
to.
Oh.
You what?
I understood what.
This is a safe space, Matt.
All right, fine. It's happened before, not in recent times. But it's happened, but it hasn't happened since before the pandemic.
There you go.
So
Well,
change my phone.
well, Cynthia, if you're listening, I'm shouting out to you. All right. Have fun times. All right.
Let's ask a few other ones really quick. A direct line from Carrie. Is I miss you baby another Mia Copa?
Is it what?
Yeah.
Is I miss you baby another Mia Copa? Ryan, if you
My
want to
apologies, essentially. You're admitting fault.
I miss you, baby, is admitting fault.
Basically, if you've done something wrong, right? You've messed up. But you
Right.
don't want to admit it. So instead, you hit her up and say, "Hey, I miss you," or "I miss you, babe," or whatever. Is that you admitting fault without admitting fault, essentially?
No.
And I think the answer is yes. Now,
Come on.
that doesn't mean that people are going to take it as an acceptable apology, but I think any guy who's ever had a fight with a girl has had the exact same thought of, I screwed this up, without wanting to say, I'm sorry. And at least to start, they'll try something like that. Doesn't always work, and sometimes they hold the line, and you have to decide: are you going to apologize? Are you going to extend this out even further? But I think there are plenty of guys who start with, "Well, I'm sorry," or like, "I didn't mean it," or "I miss you." No, I'm sorry. Rather, they don't start with, "I didn't mean it," or "I'm sorry." They start with, "I miss you," or like, "What's up?" Even trying to start a conversation with somebody and hope that you can just kind of bury the fact that they're mad at you.
Just bear the tongue and blend them. What the fuck?
I don't know what to tell you. But yes, I think 100% that happens. Guys do that all the time.
Well, whoever says that dumb shit's stupid as fuck.
Again, obviously guys, by the way, who are like don't see it. If you see them, if you like live with your girlfriend, obviously you can't do that. Please do not tell the girlfriend that you live with, I miss you, baby. You live in the same apartment. That would be weird. But I'm saying, like, if you have some sort of space between you and her, or you and your partner, whoever that is, like, yeah, people use that all the time.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get another one in there really quick. Would you rather have sweet sex or wild sex?
That's a hard one to answer because it depends on the partner.
Yeah.
Exactly why she brought that up. This was a conversation between the 4 ladies in a diner.
I'm going to say wild.
I mean, if it's someone new you never met, like you just one night stand or some recent wild. If it's your partner, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this will answer 2 questions since no one even thought to ask me about question 1, and I know why. But I don't, like I said, I don't usually get intimate with somebody unless we've known each other a little bit.
So no one
So
night stands, nothing. God bless you, kiddo.
and so that means in every situation where I have, every partner that I have slept with, we'd known each other, so sweet, not wild.
Okay.
Ah,
I actually
damn.
like sweet sex too.
Everybody likes sweet sex.
Why can't you have wild sweet sex?
Because
Well,
if
they're
it
different.
doesn't,
They're opposite. You can't be calling people dirty names in the middle of, you know what I
if
mean?
there's
Like,
if there's sweet sex, it means you have emotional attachment to that person. When I have like Cynthia in the backseat of the car or whatever, I have that bitch 3 ways till Sunday, not giving 2 fucks what she thinks. It's rough, rugged, in and out. Thank you, ma'am, out the door. When you're with your partner and you have some emotional attachment to it, you feel like the protector. You feel like her safe space. You feel like you kind of want to please her and her whatever she wants to. So it's sweet. You can't do that when you have this bitch tied up and gagged up and shit, and you're fucking anal fucking the shit out of her till it bleeds. It's like you ain't doing
so
that.
I'm not gonna agree because then my name has to be attached to all that. But there's some reality, I think, too. Yes, they're opposites, and therefore you can't really do them both at the same time. You can do them both with the same person at different
I mean,
times. But
I know people that can do it. It's like a subconscious thing. I guess I know I can't, but subconscious they can
maybe,
take
yeah.
themselves out of their element of that element and just. I guess if both partners agree and both partners wants to do it, I guess it's doable. But I think both partners need to be understand there's agreement to do this.
All right. Okay. And then we'll save some more for later. We'll watch more for more material. But the last episode I saw was about threesomes.
Oh,
and
what that question?
Well, I mean, there's not much of a question. Have you had a threesome or not? But one of the things, the question I would have got from that threesome episode, we had the 4 girls, right? Charlotte was asked to do the menage a trois with some dude, and Samantha brought up the idea that you're better off as a guest star in it, not the actual main player in the threesome, right? So she basically was saying, man, I feel more comfortable if I did it with one of you two. She said Samantha and Carrie, but Miranda was left out. So for the next 20 minutes, she's trying to figure out why won't my friends want to have a threesome with me? Why would they want to be safe? And it's just so funny.
That threesome.
And so I don't know if this is a fair, appropriate question to ask a girl. Like, if there was a threesome, would you feel better to do it with one of your friends? If it was 2 girls, are you better off to do it with one of your friends or be the guest star, as Samantha suggested?
The guest star for sure. It's actually funny you say that because my one friend, you met Jess. My one friend Jess and I,
Dua Lipa.
we've literally gone out. So it's happened twice recently, and 2 guys have asked us if we wanted to have a threesome with him, and we look at each other and we're like, "You're pretty, but I would not have sex with you." Just like straight up. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I can't wait to see what's up next.
And yes, men at bars do ask women those questions.
No, that's
yeah, that
water's
goes
wet.
without
What do
saying.
you mean?
Shit,
Yeah,
I've asked that at church. That doesn't stop me.
you've asked that at church, huh?
God.
Yeah,
No, what?
swear to
You
God.
asked somebody at church. That's
Yeah, her
very
name
nice
was
of you to honor
Marina.
honor the
Well,
Lord.
You asked the pastor?
no, her name was Mirna. She was one of the like fucking bilingual, like it was a Spanish church, and she would fucking translate like for all the Americans, English people that don't know Spanish. So whatever, we hit it off. She had a friend that was into teach youth service. We got into sex, and I'm like, well, I can mean since you're both virgins, I mean we can just try together and just see where it goes and keep it moving.
Did you fuck in the church?
I would love to, but no.
Oh, damn. All right.
That'd be
But yeah.
something. That'd be some. I would love that, and like sprinkle some holy water in there. Ooh,
Oh my
boy.
God.
Who's Jay? Okay.
All right. So why don't we now wrap this up with the nuclear opinion of the day, where the four of us give our hottest take going on right now, aka nuclear opinion. My nuclear opinion, right? I talked to this briefly with Ryan on Friday, but I wanted to reiterate it again. My mustache, right? I'm gonna go with the mustache as long as I feel like it, but I expect to do it for a long time, right? And I've heard the only people who give me negative comments are dudes who can't grow mustaches.
Mm.
And you know what? You're jealous that you can't grow a mustache, that mine goes well in this pretty face of mine, that it's thick, that it's distinguished, and you know what? Touch grass. I would say even worse things, but shouldn't swear too much. But fuck off. So my nuclear opinion is, if somebody's making fun of your mustache, they probably can't grow one themselves.
Just take that, Grandma.
Yeah, touch grass.
Fuck off,
That's a
Grandma.
joke. That was a joke.
All right. I mean, I guess we all agree on that one. So who wants to go next?
That's a tough one. So I know last time, this will almost contradict what I said last time, but I've been on Twitter recently, and that's always a bad idea if you are trying to keep your mental health safe, right? So last time I said there's no such thing as like guilty pleasures, and I do mean that. We talked about that a little bit with Sex and the City here too, but we need to, like, some of you guys need shame again. So I want, and again, I don't want people canceled. I don't want public shaming like that. I want, like, my nuclear opinion is parents need to teach shame to their children. Parents need to be like, that's shameful. That makes me feel shame. And I hate saying that because it's been abused and it's made people feel shame for things they should not feel shame for. And I understand that this is a tough, needle to thread. But at the same time, there are shameless people who will just say any random thing about whatever. They'll be cruel. They'll be just horrible, and they're not ashamed of it. They think it's totally normal because they feel that way and they feel entitled to their feeling. And of course, everybody can have their own feelings, but you do not get to just share it as if it's normal. So, yeah, that's my nuclear opinion: is parents stopped teaching shame. And I get why, but too far. We gotta go back. A little bit more shame. Not too much. There'll be shame for who you love or any of that stuff. But you should be ashamed when you hate people, like, publicly on the internet. You should be ashamed when you say things that you know are bad. They should not be making you millions of dollars. So, sorry for everybody who works at the Daily Wire. And, they shouldn't be things you share on your social media feed with your name or without your name, frankly. So there you go. Shame. That's my nuclear opinion.
Shame.
The return of shame. We need more of it.
I don't know. Mine's so lame. Because I
feel like mine's lame too.
Because I was like thinking about this. Well, so like after my surgery, you have to take like a lot of vitamins. And because like I'm so early in my post-op, like a lot of things like make me nauseous because my stomach like can only handle so much stuff. So like taking vitamins makes me feel like very nauseous and very sick. So it's like, is there a way? Not a way, but I wish there was a way they can make all your pills in one singular pill. So you don't have to take like 500 of them.
So like a multivitamin, but for pills.
Yeah, but like for everything, like
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
imagine, like you could imagine you can customize it and then get it like prescribed to you. Wouldn't that be so dope?
It's
Yeah,
called the blender.
What?
No, don't no.
I'm
So the
not
reason you
blending
wouldn't
my pills. They're gonna taste bad.
No, what you blend them, and then what you're supposed to do is make a shake out of them by blending them. People do like fucking take mad pre-workouts, like 13, 14 pills of pre-workouts. Some people do that. You put it either you put it in a fruity drink or your pre-workout drink, so you grind it with you put it in a blender, you blend everything together, so you have that fruity taste and you don't have it all. Or like you do it with your protein shake, where it's thick and you don't have that taste. You're welcome.
So you need to be careful, because medicines interact with one another. So you will need to talk to a doctor, and it's probably why the pill that you've described doesn't exist. Not all medicines can be taken together. So it would be very expensive to basically, you'd have to customize the pill per person, which means the manufacturer would need to receive information from your doctor, and if any of your medication changed, the entire pill would need to change. So that's why it doesn't exist. But the downside, if just taking them all and blending them, is depending on what they are, you could have them reacting, which could, one, make them less effective at what they're supposed to do, or two, make them more effective, and then you get worse side effects. So that would be my one caution. But it's like, in terms of like as like a sci-fi concept or like a storytelling thing, super cool idea. Love it. I just think that the reality is we'd have to learn how to mass produce individualized pill regimens, which would just cost so much money that nobody would be able to afford it.
Come on, Ryan. We Mark Sanchez it. Fucking see what happens at the end.
We can do Mark Sanchez get hammered.
If it gets us hammered, it gets us hammered. Well,
okay, that worked out well for Marcus. Marcus Sanchez.
That's true. Yeah, my fucking my topic is fucking nothing compared to y'all's. Mine's is Astamoff is overrated.
What is?
Astamoff is overrated.
What is overrated?
He's eating ass, according to Jose.
Astamoff is overrated.
Oh, I thought you said asthma is overrated. I was like, why would you say that?
It's eating ass. I don't know. Well, Riot, I don't
enough.
I won't lie to you. Like a few
How did I
years
get
ago-
involved in this thing?
I was like, Riot, I know you can't get into this topic. I thought maybe Matt and I could get in there and debate, but
I'll
Hey,
be
what's there to
honest.
debate? I don't.
My
I'm
mom
just
a few
saying.
years ago, Jose,
Yo.
was with her friends, and they were like in their 40s at this time,
Oh,
and
jeez.
they were asking my mom, like, can you find out like what's a rim job? Can you ask Allison? And I'm like, yeah. So when my mom asked me that, I was kind of mortified. She was very mortified.
I
when
feel that
explained
got
it.
popular in the mid 2010s. Eating ass.
Oh, it's still out. It's still around to this day. But what I'm trying to say is, I hate the point
They
where a girl
didn't. There's not an episode of Sex in the City that I've seen yet on this.
Well, you're not
there will be.
You will be. But
There
my
will
point,
be. I'm so excited.
I'm just saying, I hate when a girl just like, let me just dive in there, and I was like, all right, cool, and then they try to fucking make out with me after. Like,
Wait, you have girls eating your ass?
yeah, why not?
I will never eat a man's ass. I'm sorry. Y'all use
my
like 3-in-1
God.
shampoo. Like I can't trust
Well,
that.
obviously,
3-in-1 shampoo.
Y'all, there's like a 5-in-1. I think
That's
I saw,
just
like,
funny. That's just funny.
I can't. No, I'm sorry. It's hairy
No.
down there. It's
I don't want it. I don't.
not maintained.
Nobody needs to eat it.
Y'all probably don't
Listen, people.
Who even came up to
obviously,
this idea?
One,
Were people doing this in the 60s,
One.
and 70s, and 80s?
Probably though. In all seriousness, Matt.
I mean, yeah.
But people been doing nasty
Listen,
stuff forever.
Obviously, you do it properly. You both are in the shower. You take a shower together, whatever. Listen, if you know your girl likes to go down on each ass out, of course you're gonna have that shit prepped and ready to go. You know, you're gonna have a fucking lick of a time. You're gonna be ready for that. But it also not gonna be feel comfortable when a girl's gonna come up there, fucking my fucking doo-doo comes all up her lips, try to come kiss me after.
Oh my
Fuck no.
That's what I'm afraid of. The doo-doo. I don't want doo-doo. Clean your ass, men. Clean your ass crack.
Yeah,
I
but
don't want
You heard it
doo-doo.
here
Poop.
first.
Hold on.
I don't
Hold
want
on.
that. Clean it.
Yeah, but some women's digging down, they're putting their tongue in there like they're fucking reptile from fucking Mortal Kombat, just sticking their tongue out there.
Isn't
Like,
that what you want them to do?
it's a rim job. I didn't want you to give me a fucking colonoscopy. The fuck?
I mean, they say the G. In all seriousness,
It's
the
the
G-string
ring.
is in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
men's G-spot is in their anal cavity.
I don't need you to touch me. That I can come perfectly fine the regular old way.
Jose, I feel like you secretly like a little finger up your butthole.
I'll be the first. Listen,
And that's okay.
Listen, no, I'll tell you this. You can rub the gooch area. I'm cool with that. But you putting fucking middle finger, your fat fingers up my ass ain't happening. I'll be the first to tell you that. It's uncomfortable. And they fucking try to go deep in there. Nah, I'm all right. They don't know how to do it right. I'm all right. Nope.
Well, that was unhinged.
Well, someone needed it. We were having no topics. Everybody wasn't saying something. So I want to get something good going. So Ask the Mouth did it for us.
You did it. You got it done.
I won't lie, now that you said that though, I've been seeing like things on TikTok about the human centipede, and now that's all I'm thinking about.
That
movie's gross.
I
hate
know,
that.
but that's not all I'm thinking about is like their ass to their yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, the next guy you sleep with, just offer him. See if he says no.
No.
You don't got to do it. Just offer. See what he says.
I'm good. I'm
All
good.
right. Great work, everybody. Ryan, Allison, and Jose, thank you as always. Thank you, the greatest fans and listeners in the world, for tuning in. We will see you on Tuesday to react to Yankees and Jays Game 3. Hopefully, Yankees and James Game 4 on Thursday. But we will definitely be back on Friday to recap what's about to be taking place in the week ahead. So see you then. Viva la revolution and peace.
Later.